Hey guys, Joshua Peterson Electric here today at a customer's house in Loveland. This gentleman had a great idea on how to get this pool room more lit and kind of a nicer look. So these are new. This is the second one I've seen in 2016, this video is. First one I've gotten a wire. Really simple panel, very flat, reminds you of a solar panel almost. It's that thin, it's literally about a half inch. It's an LED, 6,000 Kelvin, 120 volt. I'm assuming you could do 277 on it. And then the amount of output on it is, watts consumption is 60. Lumens on it is, so this is actually rated for 277 volts. So this could be a commercial panel as well. It basically, the lumens on it, it's not stating, but from what I'm seeing, I bet you it's about 750 to 900 lumens coming out of that. Of course, you can't tell the natural day with this window. Anyways, the biggest thing that he wanted to do was I just wanted to have a high light, very bright, good for pool or ping pong. So we're just simply taking out that fixture right there, which he already had two of these, so there was already a junction over here, okay? If you only have one outlet box and these guys were butted together, I could still drill a nipple and bushing that right through and feed both of them. I could do 4 of them in a row if I only had one junction, if you want to go in your basement all the way down. These would probably work in a drop ceiling application as well, but this didn't have it hard lid, so he did a very good job at measuring that out. I won't take the credit. Did a laser about how I would do it, measured it off of the ceiling and the floor. Turned out very nice, so you'll slide it in. The trickiest part, once you get it down, is to get your connection right. I'm not going to give you all my trade secret, but basically that's how I'm going to do it. So other than that, if you guys are interested, just give us a call. The fixtures roughly, I think his cost could be somewhere around $150 range. So if you're thinking about it, it is a better application. This is actually a great application for kitchens when you have the old school 1980 and 1990s drop down wood troffer looking fluorescent bulbs with those parabolic lenses or prismatic that break very easy as you pull them out of the kitchen, they dry out. This is a great application. Actually, the first time I saw this was 3 weeks ago in a guy's kitchen, but he bought a 2x2. This is a 2x4. He bought a 2x2 and put it up in the ceiling and built his own trim. So this actually came with the trim, and that depth is about, if you can't tell in the video, it's about 2 inches deep. You really can't go less than that because of the ballast right here. And then one other point is that this ballast is actually dimmable. But what we're seeing on the dimming part is that he has to order a switch. And I believe the switch would be a 120 or 277 volt rated. But the low voltage wires would probably stab into the switch with the purple and the gray, and then they would have to come up into the other knockout here, the 1/2 inch KO, and then at that point you would be dimming that ballast. So that ballast is already ready to be dimmed. The tricky part though is that this is all drywalled and there's a floor above it. There's no attic space, and this is a cement slab. So there is no way to get through these walls unless we would start drilling 4-inch holes and pulling basically probably a 16-2 wire through there. You probably might want to do stranded like a speaker wire, and that's probably all you would need to do because you're just doing that signal on it. But I don't have the switch here to know, and there is no way to dim it on a line side 120 volt application on this. So, oh, and the last thing is it does have these hurricane clips. These are wonderful when you're doing a drop ceiling. These fixtures weigh probably 1/10 of what you would do to put in a drop ceiling fluorescent. Keep in mind that LED is typically a 50,000 burn hour if it's worth its salt. Whereas your fluorescent T8 bulbs, you can get LEDs in those as well. But when we try to retrofit those, we use the old sockets with the fluorescents, and sometimes those tend to burn out or the wires get loose or they start to crack on the tombstones that hold the bulb. So this is a great application, and plus you can see, look how smooth that looks. I mean, that is such a perfect smooth light all the way across, no diodes. I could probably even turn off this light bulb for you. And this is just your LED typical medium A19 socket bulb. But see how much light that is with still just coming through, and only one light would still do this room great. By the time I put this up, it's going to be double. So the foot candles on these things is probably 8 foot candles, 8 watts per foot candle. So they're pretty bright lights, but they still give you that natural effect like there's a skylight coming through. So I'm going to keep these in mind for an idea in a kitchen where we really can't get can lights in, and sometimes the ceilings are really low, and we've got ducting above, and that's why they'll drop the ceiling. So if you're in your living room and it goes up to 8-9 foot, and all of a sudden the kitchen goes down to 7 feet, that's because you got a lot of ducting up there or something going on with plumbing as well, and you can't always raise that ceiling like you want. Anyway, sorry the video is a little long. Hopefully this will help you out, give you some good ideas, and give us a call. Thanks.